Hello and welcome back to the Tea Party Twins. I have been doing a lot more drawing and painting during isolation, so I'm going to go over some tips and advice that have helped me become better at it, and I'm hoping that it helps you too. So first of all, my drawings used to look like this or this. And it's not the worst thing ever, but it's not that good. So my first tip is to have a prompt or a plan or a bit of both. And that is to have something in front of you or a plan in your mind just to know what you want to do. And sometimes maybe you do just want to do some fun drawing on the page. But for most of the time when I want my drawing to be serious and I want it to look good, then I need a prompt or a plan, and it turns out looking much more like this. And I'm very happy with that. I like to think about what I'm going to do, start with the face shape, then do the hat, then the glasses, then everything like that, and it helps me a lot. Secondly, I'm going to sound like a broken record saying this. It is okay to make mistakes! Sorry for anyone wearing headphones. Mistakes, or as I like to call them, experiments, are what help us get better. So, for example, this drawing. I was not happy with that face shape, and my mum gave me some advice to change it. That this line would not rub out at all, and that was really annoying. So I had to trace over it, start again. Well, not necessarily start again, but trace it, and it turned out like this. And I'm much more happy with this face shape. It looks much more like it's supposed to look like. Here are some other attempts at drawings that did not work out, and then once I learned from my mistakes, they did work out. Number 3 is kind of similar to the mistakes. It's kind of relevant, but it's a bit different. It is to understand that there is a process to art. You can't just draw a bunch of lines on the page and for it to turn out looking good all the time. You definitely need to understand that there is a process, and you might need to mark out where your eyes need to be, or your nose needs to be, or rub stuff out and make a plan of how you're going to do it. You can't just do it. You need to be patient and continue going and adding more detail as you go along. No portrait is just exactly how it needs to look. It all starts looking something like this. And then you add a little bit more detail and you keep going and it ends up looking more like this. So you need to understand that there is a process and that you just need to do the process and you can't just be perfect every time. Next is to have feedback and to handle it properly and asking for it and things. So you can get feedback from anyone or anything, literally. You might be the kind of person who likes to give yourself feedback based on your prompt. You might be the type of person who asks people feedback. You might look up YouTube videos and tutorials on how to draw certain things for feedback on how you're drawing it. You might not want to follow that feedback and think that it might look good a different way, but you just need to make sure that you take it well and you accept it. That's the word I'm looking for. You accept it and then you decide on it. Maybe you want to try asking for feedback, not just, I want feedback. More like, do these eyes look like my friend's eyes? Or does this picture look like this picture? Or does this look right? Maybe narrow it down a bit so you get the feedback that you want. Last one is to try new mediums and or styles. So I think that if you have a style that you really like, go for it. But I think sometimes it's probably good to try something different to see if you're good at it. And maybe it'll become the next thing that you really like. I mainly draw with grey lead or graphite pencils like that. And today I tried charcoal and I actually quite like it and it's working very well for me. I hope you enjoyed all of these tips and I hope they'll be helpful. I have an art Instagram called Amelia's Smiles and Sketches. You can go onto it and check out all my drawings. I hope you like it. Bye!